Welcome to The Hidden Verdict, the channel where every case pulls you further into the unknown. Hit subscribe and step with us into the darkest corners of the human mind.
Good morning, guys. Public service announcement. This is going to be emotional. Don't worry, I already have my Kleenexes. But, I woke up this morning and I popped on Facebook and Christina had watched Grey's Anatomy and said, oh my god, the letters to Alex. So I had to watch Grey's Anatomy then this morning because I've been waiting to find out what the hell happened to Alex. Then I stopped watching it, and so many things in that TV show reminded me of Shanann. And I've had a lot of people ask me, how do you do it? How are you so strong? How'd you stop grieving? I didn't stop grieving. I grieve for her every day. Then I got on Facebook again to check messages, and somebody had commented on pictures from us in Arizona. Shannon and Dana, thank you. Because and like I said, I've had a lot of people rambling again like I always do, but I've had a lot of people ask, how do you do it every day? And then I was laying here thinking, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm okay. I do it every day because she pushes me. We don't talk about her like we should openly because people had so many conspiracy theories or whatever about everything that happened. And they still do, and all of them can go straight to hell. And I decided to go live and talk about it because I miss her every day. I know she's with me. And we should remember her for what she was and what she is and what she continues to do. And the reason I decided to go live this morning and talk about it was because we watch her videos all the time. We go back and look at her pictures. And remember the person that she was and is to us. And I say was and is because she's still with us. She's still pushing us. She said she wanted to leave her mark on this world, and she is. She's doing it through all of the people that she loved and cared about. Here I am bawling like a baby. I've never told anybody the story of what Shanann was to me. A lot of people thought that we met.
Shanann Watts' Facebook videos once felt like a window into a happy, ambitious life. She appeared confident, energetic, and deeply invested in her family, often filming herself with a bright smile as she spoke about motherhood, marriage, and building a future. To viewers scrolling through their feeds, her life looked relatable and real, a working mother balancing love, stress, and optimism in front of the camera. Nothing about those videos suggested danger. If anything, they felt comforting, familiar, and ordinary. But social media has a way of turning moments into performances without anyone realizing it. Shanann wasn't acting for strangers, she was sharing what she believed her life was, or what she hoped it could be. In those videos, she spoke openly about routines, parenting struggles, and marriage like millions of others do every day. The laughter felt genuine. The affection felt sincere. And because of that, no one questioned what might be happening when the camera turned off. Looking back now, those same videos carry a different weight. Not because Shanann did anything wrong, but because hindsight changes how we see everything. Small pauses feel longer. Smiles feel heavier. Words that once sounded playful now echo with uncertainty. At the time, viewers weren't searching for warning signs. They were simply watching a woman share her life in the way social media encourages us to do. Before we go deeper into this reanalysis, take a moment to subscribe to The Hidden Verdict, because this story isn't about blaming the past, it's about understanding it. What we missed wasn't obvious. It was hidden beneath normalcy, routine, and the belief that danger doesn't live in familiar places. Shanann's videos weren't cries for help. They were reflections of a woman trying to hold her world together in real time, unaware that millions would later replay her words searching for meaning. And this is where the story truly begins, not with tragedy, but with a life that looked just like so many others.
Don't mind if I do. So I'm super excited to get these in today. Birthday cake. Why not have a quote-unquote snack? I'm so excited about the Pro Bars. The birthday cake is my favorite. It legit tastes like vanilla birthday cake with icing. Kim, you're gonna love them. They're awesome. I got the cinnamon ones, they're somewhere around here. I don't know, I have a lot of Thrive in the kitchen. So, I'm giving a box of Pro Bars away to the next 2 people who placed their order of their Thrive experience for the first time.
As viewers revisit Shanann's Facebook videos today, certain moments feel different in a way that's hard to explain at first. At the time, they blended into the endless stream of daily content, short clips of family life, casual updates, light humor. But now, with the knowledge of what came next, those same moments carry a quiet tension that wasn't obvious before. It isn't one dramatic scene or a single alarming statement. It's a collection of small details that only make sense in hindsight. There are videos where Shanann's smile appears slightly delayed, where her eyes search the room before she speaks, as if gauging the mood around her. In others, her voice lifts in an almost rehearsed cheerfulness, working harder than it needs to. She jokes about stress, about exhaustion, about trying to keep everything together, and at the time it sounded like normal life. Millions of people talk that way online every day. No one saw it as a warning because it didn't look like one. What's unsettling now is how often she tried to reassure not just her audience, but herself. She repeated phrases about gratitude, about pushing forward, about believing things would get better. These weren't complaints, they were affirmations. And that's exactly why they were overlooked. We're taught to celebrate positivity, not question it. So when Shanann spoke with optimism, people accepted it at face value. If you've ever rewatched an old video and noticed details you didn't catch the first time, take a moment to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. These realizations don't come from suspicion, they come from reflection. Shanann's videos didn't scream danger. They whispered vulnerability, buried beneath routine and resilience. And that's what makes them so haunting now. The signs weren't loud. They were subtle, human, and easy to miss when no one was looking for them.
Hey, Jen. Okay, so Chris, this is the lemon meringue. Nope, that's Daddy's. Here's yours. Wait, don't take, wait. Here, Bella. Okay, this one's lemon meringue. It's like the pie, but better, because I don't like the pie.
Ready, set, go.
Ready? Hey, Jessica.
That's so good.
How's that taste, Cece?
Good.
Good? Yeah? Do you like that one better? Mm-hmm.
Me too. I like it.
What's it taste like?
You like lemon meringue pie? Straight out the box.
Bella, what's it taste like?
I don't like it.
You don't like that one? Bella doesn't like that one. That's okay.
Okay.
You like the birthday cake, right? And the cookies and cream? Mm-hmm. Yep. Dieter, do you want some? Yeah, Dieter wants some. All right, so which one's your favorite out of all the Pro Bars? Hey, Wendy.
I would say lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite, Cece?
Birthday.
Birthday? Mommy's favorite. What's your favorite? The cookies and cream? Wow.
You have to keep 3 on stock.
It's a good thing. How do I turn this around? It's a good thing that I have all 3 of the favorites in the house. Cinnamon rolls were sold out of it here at the house.
You like it?
I want dip and
You want dip and ranch? You want ranch dip and chips? Jess, I have them all. I just ate all of the cinnamon rolls. Cece actually really likes the cinnamon rolls too. Look at Bella.
Cookies and cream. You got Cookie Monster.
I'm guessing you like it, kiddo. You like it? You want the lemon meringue, Cece?
No, she didn't like that one.
I don't like that.
Daddy will finish it.
Yep.
All right, you guys. So that's our family. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, everybody. So we're a mixed family. Apparently, birthday cake is a winner for me and Cece. Bella loves the cookies and cream, and Chris is lemon meringue. Surprisingly, because he's a cookies and cream guy.
Yeah.
So super excited. I love it that it's a healthy snack and Cece can eat it because she has a tree nut allergy, and none of our products are made in a facility that handles nuts at all. So Cece can have them. There's 0 nuts in them, and it's the only go-to bar. We can't do processed bars. We can't do anything like that because Cece can't have any of it because it's all processed in a plant where there's tree nuts or nuts. So it's really nice that she can have it. It's a quick snack for mommy. It's always in my bag, and I can just give it to her. And I heard you, baby. I heard you. She wants ranch and dip. She's my child. Thanks, Kat. So it's really nice. It's convenient for me as a mom that I can just carry them in my purse. And
when Chris Watts appeared in Shanann's Facebook videos, he was often quiet, standing slightly to the side, smiling when prompted rather than spontaneously. At the time, this didn't seem unusual. Many people saw him as shy, reserved, or simply uncomfortable on camera. Compared to Shanann's energy, his calm presence felt like balance. Viewers filled in the gaps with assumptions that felt harmless. Not everyone likes being filmed, not everyone expresses emotion the same way. But when these videos are watched again, his silence feels heavier. He rarely initiated affection on camera. His responses were short, sometimes delayed, as if he were thinking through what to say before saying it. In moments where Shanann leaned into excitement or warmth, Chris often mirrored it just enough to appear engaged, but never fully. At the time, this was dismissed as personality. Now, it feels like emotional distance hiding in plain sight. There are clips where Shanann speaks directly to him, seeking reassurance or agreement, and the pause before his reply stretches just a little too long. It's subtle, almost invisible if you aren't looking for it. And that's the point. No one expects danger to sit quietly beside normal life. So viewers didn't question it. Friends didn't question it. Even Shanann herself seemed to interpret it as stress, not warning. As you're listening, if you find yourself noticing these small moments for the first time, consider sharing this video. Sometimes it takes many perspectives to understand a truth that one pair of eyes can miss. What makes Chris's presence in these videos so unsettling now isn't what he says, but what he doesn't. The absence of emotion, the lack of connection, the way he seems already detached from a life he's still standing inside. At the time, it looked like nothing. Today, it feels like a silence that had been growing long before anyone noticed.
Which was about 135 pounds for me, to going to a size 1/0, which was a good 20 pounds that I lost. And with losing all that weight in a matter of I would say 3 to 4 week period, I was also feeling extremely terrible, to the point where I did not want to get out of bed, literally didn't get out of bed for days. I finally drug myself to the doctor's office and made them do all kinds of tests. I wanted to know what was wrong with me. A part of me was changing. I went from being super energetic, super happy, just an all-around happy person. I loved going out and doing things. I loved getting together with friends. I loved working. Sounds crazy, right? So anyway, fast forward about 2 weeks, which was the first week of May of 2010 when they diagnosed me with lupus. From there, I was lost. I had no idea what in the world lupus was. Of course, we turned to Google, and what's Google tell you? Google tells you you're gonna die. So in theory, I was freaking out, I was overreacting, I had all these things going on with me, and I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea. Hi Heather. So at that time, I reached out to support groups on Facebook. I reached out to wherever I could, to the Lupus Foundation of North Carolina, who really helped me tremendously with support and information and introducing me to other people that could help me. So fast forward several months. During those several months, I saw multiple rheumatologists, all of them telling me I had lupus, and then finally being diagnosed also with fibromyalgia, which is another autoimmune disease. So I completely lost it. I wasn't feeling good. I felt like I had the flu all the time. I felt miserable. I was put on all these medications, which then made me gain weight. So I went from being 135 pounds to almost 170 pounds within a 6-week period, which was a total shock and a total, sorry, I got a phone call. It took me to another level. At that time, I went to a little bit of a depression. I was really sad, emotional. All my emotions were everywhere, and I didn't know where to turn. And at the same time, my friend, a mutual friend of mine, sent me a friend request about 8 months prior for Chris, my husband, and I deleted it. I had no interest in dating anyone. I wasn't looking for a boyfriend. I was working, I was goal-oriented, I was a dreamer. I have always been a dreamer. I've always wanted everything in life to be perfect. So anyway, fast forward, in a dark place, all of a sudden I get a friend request from Chris. I said, what the heck? I'll never meet him. He's just a Facebook friend. I have a million of them. Nothing's gonna come of it. Well, 2 weeks later, we finally meet on a blind date. From there, I couldn't get rid of him. I tried. He wouldn't go away. He was stuck. I drug him to a colonoscopy. I drug him to rheumatology appointment after rheumatology appointment. I drug him to my spinal tap, which was awful. A student did it, which I'm all for people learning, but not when it comes to a spinal tap. So that was really rough, and ended up falling in love with him. And so why I bring that up is I've learned a lot since I was diagnosed with lupus. I've learned a lot in the last 10 years. I've learned that there's a lot of things that life's gonna throw at us to try to knock us down. But you gotta do whatever it is to pick yourself up and move forward and try to bring the best out of everything. With my diagnosis of lupus and
as the videos continue, the focus shifts back to Shanann, not as a performer, but as a woman quietly carrying more weight than she ever showed outright. In several clips, she talks about feeling overwhelmed, about trying to keep routines steady, about managing stress with optimism and humor. At the time, it sounded familiar. Parenthood is exhausting. Marriage is work. Life is busy. Nothing about her words felt extreme enough to raise concern, because she framed every struggle as temporary, something she could fix if she just tried harder. What's difficult to watch now is how often Shanann seemed to be holding the emotional center of the family alone. She organized, reassured, planned, and explained, on camera and off. In moments where she spoke about the future, there was urgency in her voice, a need to keep things moving forward. She wasn't asking for sympathy. She was convincing herself that stability was still possible. There are instances where she acknowledged tension without naming it. She'd say things were off, or that things felt different lately, but quickly followed those comments with laughter or reassurance. That pattern matters. It shows someone who sensed change but chose hope over fear. And that choice, while human, is often what allows warning signs to remain invisible. If this chapter is making you think differently about how we interpret online lives, take a second to comment and share your thoughts. These conversations matter, especially when they help us recognize emotional signals we might overlook in real life. Shanann's videos weren't warnings meant to be decoded. They were moments of honesty wrapped in courage. The signs weren't dramatic because real distress rarely is. It blends into routine, hides behind smiles, and convinces everyone watching, including the person living it, that everything will be okay if they just keep going. When all of Shanann Watts' Facebook videos are viewed together, the most unsettling realization isn't what she showed, but how familiar it all felt. Nothing looked alarming because nothing was meant to. Her life reflected what millions of people share every day: hope mixed with stress, love mixed with uncertainty, optimism layered over exhaustion. And that familiarity is exactly why the signs were missed. We tend to look for danger in extremes. Loud arguments. Public breakdowns. Obvious fear. But Shanann's world didn't look like that. It looked normal. It looked busy. It looked like someone trying to hold things together while believing that effort alone could fix what felt wrong. The signs were emotional, not dramatic. They lived in tone, timing, and the quiet work of someone trying not to let things fall apart. Social media played its role too. Platforms reward positivity, resilience, and forward motion. Shanann wasn't hiding pain, she was reframing it the way many of us are taught to. And because of that, viewers saw strength instead of strain, confidence instead of concern. No one paused to ask deeper questions because the story felt unfinished. No one imagined it would end the way it did. If this reanalysis has changed how you think about the lives we see online, take a moment to like this video and share it. Conversations like this help others recognize that warning signs don't always announce themselves clearly. Shanann Watts wasn't a symbol or a mystery to be solved. She was a person living her life in real time, unaware that every word would later be replayed with a different understanding. Remembering her means learning from what we missed, not to assign blame, but to listen more closely, look more carefully, and never assume that silence means safety. Subscribe to The Hidden Verdict for more stories that go beyond the surface, where the truth often hides in plain sight.